Welcome to Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. This one, a prime example of how the Mid-American Conference has grabbed the spotlight on days other than Saturday for a little action. As we'll see, the Toledo Rockets taking on the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bulls will put total weather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Toledo's offense will take the first swing of the game. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude...
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
At the 42. And first down for the offense.
He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. He sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So the Buffalo Bulls offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed in the middle, it's Luna. Tackle is made after the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in the middle, it's Westbrook. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Would have been a 52-yard field goal attempt from here, so they'll try to pick up the first down here on 4th. And the Bulls are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. That's a good spot on the field to go for it. Really, everything to gain and not much to lose.
Yeah, and most coaches discuss or know pregame warm-ups how far their kickers can kick it. Do I have a boot to even consider this? But I think you want to stay aggressive regardless and go try to get extra points. And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Touchdown Bulls! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
7, Toledo, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Dumps it to the back. And the pass hits, picked off. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Rockets offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
On the run, it's Abraham. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Rockets in the hurry up. On 3rd down, going up top. Getting some heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Rockets send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Gibbs. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Toledo. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Pollard. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The Bulls will have it 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Got his man to the left. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
It'll be a draw. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Loss of 1 throwing play.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to... To throw, it's Singleton. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Finds his big tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Never an out. And now the lead's extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Arkansas delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Fayetteville. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Trying play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Coming after it. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rockets line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
To the air, it's Singleton. A strike downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great defenses.
And it's slipped out. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buffalo. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Rockets will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Line gets set, first down. Give to the running back. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And you've already set your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Rockets will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything there.
And he's running in the open. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Bulls! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys. He's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
He'll get rid of it. He's got it. Stumbled to the ground. The Rockets come to the line in the hurry up.
It's third down.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They're working that left side. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. On the run, fires downfield. And that ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the option. Now the pitch. Turns it on in midfield. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. And the Rockets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw. It's Singleton. Hits him inside the 20. Still going. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And the Bulls line it up with a first and goal.
Let's go!
They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then
Touchdown, Buffalo! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Indiana went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Hoosiers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the ball slipped out. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
Caught in the backfield, it's Abraham. If you consider the... extension of the running game. Well, they shut down the run and the swing on that one.
no doubt, locked them down. Great job seeing it right away. Eyes on the running back, and as soon as they threw it, multiple guys breaking on the football, getting to him, not letting him do any damage after the catch.
That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
He's going to fire deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Rockets will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Small gain, I know. But, again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Wants to throw. It's Singleton. Quickly complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the foot.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the and gets a first down. And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Might as well give it to him again. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Touchdown, Buffalo! And the stomping has commenced. These guys wanted to make a statement. The statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive?
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll run it to the right side. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13.
Second down coming up.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got enough space. Touchdown, Buffalo! And the route is on. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score. Buffalo, 59.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Pressure coming. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. And the Rockets will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Line gets set. First down. Takes a handoff. It's Peters. At the 45. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. First down to start the drive after the break. To the air, it's Singleton. Working the middle, it's complete.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On second down, just keeps firing. Using the quick game. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Bulls will try to punch it in on first and goal. A run for the quarterback. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
The pressure ramps up on third and goal. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown Bulls. And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Rockets offense is back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Got it behind the line. It's Abraham. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
It's complete on the right side. Strikes the blow. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The give as they work on that clock. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Now facing a 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Got it set up on the outside. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Offense set on 1st down.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
That's a first down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And they get him down.
And it's always interesting when you get into this garbage time, and if it really matters or if it doesn't. And depending on who you talk to, it matters. But that's a big passing play. They just needed a lot more of those in this football game.
He's got it inside the 25. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off.